I'm just a cotton picker, that's all. When I was 3 years old, my mother started training me to be a professional cotton picker, riding on her sack. You know, she stopped every now and then and showed me how to pull that cotton out and put it in her sack. When I was about 8 years old, she said, for your birthday, she rolled out something. I said, Mama, what is that? She said, that's your sack. Get off of her sack. You have your own sack. I taught you how to put the cotton. All you have to do is put it in your sack. At about 13 years old, I was saying, Lord, is this all I'm going to be, is a professional cotton picker? Not knowing what God had stored for me and for my life. So my mother said at 8 years old, said, boy, you're going to be our family photographer. Here's $10. Go down to that drugstore and get you a camera. Let that guy show you how to take pictures so you can document family activities. And then when I was a little older, she said, boy, I'm going to buy you a piano. And she did days work for this lady, Mrs. LaRue. And Mrs. LaRue had a little piano, small piano, and her granddaughter had flipped one of the keys off of it, so she was going to sell it. And she asked my mother, said, Annie, you want to buy this piano? Mother said, yeah, she bought it. She said, I buy it on time. And she put it in the house. My brother played guitar. He played Gatemouth Brown, B.B. King, all behind his head, you know. He couldn't read any music, but if he heard it, he could play it, just like the artist played it. And so here's this piano, and my brother said, boy, go over there and bang on that thing. And I went over and looked at it. I saw those big old black keys, and I started banging on those big old black keys. And we were gigging. We called ourselves gigging, or we were playing. Two guys stopped by the house and said, man, we heard y'all play. He said, y'all want a gig? Now, we're cotton pickers. I said, man, what's the gig? He said, you're playing the juke joint up here. And I said, well, how much do you pay? He said, we pay each of y'all $5 a piece. I said, you gig all night long? He said, all day long? He said, no, you just play about 3.5 hours in the cotton patch. If you pick 100 pounds of cotton, that's all day long for $2.50. And for 3.5 hours, you're going to pay us $5 just a gig? I said, yeah. We'll pick you up Saturday, but first we had to get permission from my mother. See, we were country people, poor country people. And when we asked, you know, young kids back in those days, you had to get permission from your parents. You know, we couldn't tell our parents what to do, but we had to get permission. Could we go up to the Jew joint? These guys going to pay us, and I expressed that, $5 a piece. And my mother said, yeah, you can go. They're going to pick us up Saturday. They picked us up Saturday, took us up to the old Jew joint. They had an old piano in the corner. I dusted the old piano off, and we met the band leader plus the other band people. He said, guys, we're going to kick off with Perdido. And I asked my brother, what's Perdido? My brother said, I don't know what that is. He said, we're going to do it in B flat. Again, I asked my brother, what's B flat? He said, I don't know what that is either. So the guy kicked off a little jazz tune. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da, 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 ba-da-da-da. Oh, hold it, guys, hold it. Now, the guitar player, you got a good ear, you can pick up what we're doing. He said, but the piano player, close the damn piano and sit down over there. Well, I saw my $5 take wings and flew right on out the door. And the guy was angry because it was the bass player and the drummer that heard us playing. And I associated what we did and what they heard is a biblical story. In old time days, you know, the soldiers would surround the city and wouldn't let no one in and let no one come out. They starved the people and they give up. But they put the lepers outside. The people in the city put the lepers outside. And the lepers were standing out saying, now look, man, we can't stay here. We can't go back in the city. And there's some soldiers over there that surrounded the city. They have food, they have water, they have everything. Let's go over there to them. They might kill us, but we're going to die anyway. And so they started walking toward the soldiers' camp. And the soldiers heard them coming, and God magnified their steps to a point where they thought an army was coming. And they ran off and left the food and the water and everything. And of course, then the lepers shared the food with the town. This is what happened to us. Two guys walking by our house heard something. And whatever they heard, God had magnified to a point that they thought we were great and ready. They should have said, well, we'll have a rehearsal Wednesday. No, it was sounded so great, they bypassed the rehearsal. And so I was explaining this to the band leader. He said, look, boy, he said, you come around and I'll teach you how to play the piano. You got a pretty good voice. You can be our vocalist also. So that's how I got started. My name is Allee Wallace, and I had asked God about four desires, and he had completed all of those four desires for me so far. And my last desire is that I wanted to write music. I wanted to write an album about Jesus Christ and how he got here, what he did when he was here on earth. And I wanted to name the title of the album, What Manner of Man Is This? And that's what everybody in his time wanted to know, and people still trying to figure out what manner of man is this. So I wrote the album. Music was coming so fast. I was telling my friends I felt pregnant with music coming so fast. And I finally finished writing the album. And then I got the virus. My daughter said, Dad, you almost died. You were in a coma for 5 days. You finally recovered. They sent you out to the medical center to recover. And after recovering, they had a big thing. You know, newspaper people came and see me in a wheelchair. They're rolling me out and everything. And they made a mistake. They said, Mr. Wallace, is there anything we can do for you? I said, yes. Let me stay another week. Because I'm going home. My wife passed while I was in coma. And I'm going home. Now I got to cook for myself. But let me stay for another week. But now, after writing the music of the album, one of my favorite songs was Thank You, Lord, for Saving My Soul. And I just happened to be able to record that, and it's on YouTube. You look up my name, Allee Wallace, Thank You, Lord, for Saving My Soul, and you'll get a chance to hear that song. Just want to sing this song, though. It says, God got his angels watching over us day and night. No need to fright because his angels watching. God got his angels watching. They're watching. God got his angels watching. They're watching over you. Angels watching, they're watching over you. And over me too, friend. God got his angels watching over you. Daniel thrown in the lion's den because he prayed 3 times a day. God sent an angel to close the lion's mouth. God got his angels watching over us. God got his angels watching over us. Angels watching, angels are watching, they're watching over you. And over me too, friend. God got his angels watching over us. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The 3 boys were thrown in a fiery furnace. King couldn't sleep that night, so he came down to check on his 3 boys. He looked in the furnace and he counted 1, 2, 3, 4. He said, the 4th man looks like the Son of Man. God got his angels watching over us. Angels watching, they're watching over you. And over me too, friend. God got his angels watching over you. Apostle Peter, bound in jail, had nobody to go his bail. God sent an angel to rescue him. God got his angels watching over us, my friend. God got his angels watching over each of us. When is he watching, Wallace? Day and night, his angels are watching. No need to frighten, my friend, because God got his angels watching over us. Angels are watching day and night, friend. No need to frighten.